love what we doing, ain't nowhere around. Started from the ground, always gotta hold it down. Now they think they got it, cause they sign up on a data. But there's only so much money in the year that is allotted. Plus you probably don't even know how it is divided.
What's up, people of YouTube? This is really here bringing you guys another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. And today we're going to be doing a top 10 of the top 10 worst pistols in Call of Duty history. So I haven't recorded a top 10 in quite a while. I guess I've been fading out of them a little bit because of the direction in which my channel has been going. But I still enjoy recording them. The editing can be kind of tedious, but that's okay. But I'm going to give you guys the top 10 worst pistols, and keep in mind that this is my personal opinion. This is just how I feel. This is no statistic rating or anything like that, because I haven't made a top 10 in a while, so I feel like I should elaborate on this. This has literally absolutely nothing to do with stats or other people's opinions. This is just completely my opinion, only how I feel about these weapons and how they should be ranked from 10 to 1. But first off, I want to throw in there that I have an extra weapon to start this off, and that is the Marshall 16 from Black Ops 3. And the only reason I say that is because this is not a very useful weapon in the majority of situations that you may be in almost any game, so I feel like it's a pretty good fit. Now, I would like to talk about the gameplay in the background real quick before I get on to the top 10. This is, I believe, the gameplay where I got dark matter. So as you're watching this, just keep an eye out. I was extremely happy to get dark matter, and I got it on double XP weekend, so that made it even better. If this is not the gameplay, I am sorry, but I'm almost 100% sure it is. Anyways, guys, let's get right into this. At number 10, I have the G18 from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. So, in one of those games, it might have been slightly better, but I am a huge fan of the Glock design. I really like Glock handguns, and I really like the way they look, the way I've had, like, you know, crappy cheap airsoft Glocks that are made to look like a Glock, and the way it fits in your hand is just, it's great. So I really have a place in my heart for the Glock design, the Glock model, and so it was hard for me to put this on here, but it was true. The gun just had way too much recoil. It was just absolutely ridiculous. You ran out of bullets super fast. And also, back in Modern Warfare 2, I was not as good at the game, so that probably played a part in me not liking it so much, but like I said, this is all personal opinion. At number 9, I have the Desert Eagle from Modern Warfare 3, and the only reason I say Modern Warfare 3 is because over the years that Desert Eagles came out, they got more and more and more recoil. So COD 4, the Deagle was the thing. Modern Warfare 2, the Deagle once again was the thing, and then Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I could not give a shit about the Desert Eagle. It was so bad. You shot it, and when you shot at the end of your recoil pattern, you were looking at the fucking sun. It was so horrible, and that's why I decided to put it in here. But you know, regardless, it's still a Deagle, so I couldn't put it too low on my list. Anyways, moving on to number 8, we have the USP-45 from any game. This is probably going to be a weird one to a lot of people. I did not like these guns, whether it was the look, whether it was the fact that they didn't do like a lot of damage, they were just kind of subpar. I did not like them. I didn't like the way they felt in my hand. I felt stupid using the USP-45. It also could have been because it was always like the first pistol you unlock. I think that was probably a part of it. But I did not like that gun at all. Moving on to number 7, we have the Makarov from Black Ops 1. The Makarov, once again, was one of those guns where I just felt really dumb using it. It wasn't horrible, but it just wasn't optimal. Like, the 1911 was where it was at in that game. I really liked the 1911, and then there was like a CZ-45 or something like that. That was a really good gun. But yeah, the Makarov was just, it wasn't good at all. Moving on to number 6, the ASP from Black Ops 1. This one was even worse than the Makarov. It looked dumb. When you had it in your hand, it was so tiny. I didn't like how it showed the bullets in the handle where the magazine went in. It was so dumb, and I'm pretty sure it was weaker than the Makarov 2. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was, and so there was no reason to really use it at all. You might as well use the 1911. It was a better gun overall, and even the Makarov, if you had to. ASP was a bad gun to put in Black Ops 1. Moving on here to number 5, we have the PDW from Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare. Now, I vaguely remember this gun because I didn't use it very much for a reason. it had really low damage. I'm pretty sure it felt like you were just shooting peas out of the gun, like just not even frozen peas, so they didn't hurt when you got hit by them. They were just soft, soggy, wet peas you're shooting at people, and it just wasn't doing any damage at all. And I think one of the games, the gun had really low rate of fire. It might have been Advanced Warfare, I don't know, but the gun was not good. It was super bad, and I feel like it definitely deserved to be at least at number 5 on my list of guns, my list of worst pistols in Call of Duty history. Moving on to number 4, we have the MP443 Grok, or Grotch, however you want to pronounce it, from Advanced Warfare. What made this gun bad? I'm going to say this right now. The only thing, in my personal opinion, that made this gun bad was the fact that it was 3-round burst. If it would not have been 3-round burst, I think it would have been usable, because in Ghost it was usable. It was fine. I think that Sledgehammer was trying to go for something a little bit different, so making it that way was the best way to do it. So I just think that's probably the reasoning behind that. Anyways, moving on here to number 3, we have the Atlas 45 from Advanced Warfare. Once again, this is a weapon that shot peas, wet, soggy, moist, gross, squishy peas, and it just didn't do damage. It didn't even feel good in your hand. You know, it didn't look like a good pistol. It was crap all the way around. Another pistol that I just absolutely didn't like. In Call of Duty in the past, I have not been one to run secondaries very often, you know, especially with the pick 10 system and pick whatever the other one, pick 13, whatever it was in Advanced Warfare. I have not been one to really run pistols or secondaries that much, just because most of the time they don't suit my likings. I liked pistols in Black Ops 2 a lot, but other than that, not a huge fan. Moving on to number 2, we have the LCAR-9 from Black Ops 3. I know that people are going to disagree with me on this one, but I absolutely hated this pistol. I was going for diamond camo for the pistols. This is the last one I needed, and I did this just recently. And this thing was atrocious. It took so many bullets to kill somebody with. The only way that this gun would be good is if it was for a dual wield class, and that is literally it. I put a video of it up on my channel talking about how bad this gun was like a week ago or so, something like that, 2 weeks ago. And I just can't get over how awful this gun was. I don't get how they managed to do that. How they managed to make a gun so bad. I had to go into hardcore to get my headshots, and even then, in hardcore, where everything has the same damage, I was still doing really bad. Anyways, moving on to number 1. Coming from my favorite Call of Duty game of all time, at number 1, the worst pistol, in my opinion, in Call of Duty history is the Executioner from Black Ops 2. This thing was so bad. You would run up on somebody and you would shoot them with it, and it's like all of the pellets that came out of the shotgun pistol just reflected off of them and bounced away, because I can't even explain, like, you had to be touching them. You had to literally be touching them to get the kill. Otherwise, it just wasn't gonna work. I don't know why it was so bad. They could have given it a little bit more range and it would have been better, but they didn't. I don't know. It could have been a badass pistol, but they just didn't go that way. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. Twitter and Facebook links will be down in the description as always. Please remember to like and subscribe. Can we get this video to 5 likes? If we could do that, that would be really appreciated. Getting likes on my videos and comments and sharing them gets them out there to more people. I get more subscribers. I grow faster, and I get to spread my videos to more people, which is always the goal. Anyways, that's all I have for you. The video series is going to be one of the last videos that I made, and deuces.